Hello everyone and welcome to day 36 of my 90-day personal challenge to create positive videos. I'm really excited today because we're starting our new series on relationships. Yes, I'm so excited. Now, originally I said we were going to cover different aspects of relationship. Our relationship with other people, our relationship with food, and our relationship with finances. But as I was reflecting on this series, I think what we're going to focus on for the next 30 days is our relationship with ourselves and with other people. I think covering too many aspects of relationship is going to be distracting, and I really want to get to the heart of relationships. So we're just going to focus on our relationship with ourselves and with other people for the next 30 days, and we are going to have a lot of fun. I also want to let you know the tone that I want to set for the next 30 days is community. I am not an expert on love, and I believe that together we can learn from each other. So sharing your experiences and your insights and even your questions will help me grow. And so in my personal challenge, I'm hoping that we grow together, and that my intention for myself is to learn more about love in a more pure way and to open up my heart even more and deeper to a pure love and a playful love. And I think that we can get that from learning from each other. So let's dive in, okay? I'm going to ask you today, why do you even want a relationship? Or if you're in a relationship, why are you in this relationship? What are you getting out of it? What is the feeling that you are getting or wanting from the relationship that you're in or that you want to create? Why is this important? This is super important and valuable because your reason behind why you want a relationship or why you're in a relationship shows you the kind of energy you're bringing into that space. If you go into a relationship needing it to fulfill you in some way with a lot of insecurity and fears, instead of really meeting the person, you're going to be looking at how the person can meet your needs, your lack. And so whenever you have a feeling of lack, you will eventually be draining from the relationship. However, if you enter a relationship fulfilled and complete in yourself with a lot of self-love, then you are going to open up your eyes and your heart to really see the person that's in front of you and meet the person that's in front of you. And you're going to have a lot to contribute to the relationship because your heart is full. And when there is a heart that is full, it wants to give. It wants to give more than it wants to take. If you're in a relationship or wanting to set a relationship because you feel a lack, you're needing to take more from the relationship than to give to the relationship. But if you have a full heart, you have more to give than to take. Now, how does that affect the relationship? Well, I'm sure you've met people in your life that just really are supportive and they give so much to your self-esteem and who you are as a person that it makes you want to even be better every day. You love being around them because just them being them makes you feel good about yourself and makes you want to be a better person. And it helps build up your self-esteem and helps build up your own confidence to achieve your own goals. But if you're around someone that's got very low self-esteem or is lacking in self-love, when they're around you, they're going to be pulling away from your energy. They're going to be taking more from the relationship with you than they are giving it to you. So you, at the end of your time together, are going to feel drained and almost kind of want to run away from that dynamic because you feel tired and fatigued and drained instead of fulfilled. Well, in our intimate relationships, we do the same thing. When you are so involved with someone and in this space, you may be contributing some things, but the things that you're contributing may, if they're from a motive of lack or fear, pretty soon you're going to be draining from the relationship instead of giving to it because you're manipulating. You're manipulating the situation and the dynamic so that you can get something out of it. Now, I want to say with great passion and excitement that whatever level or whatever your why is for being in the relationship that you're in right now or the relationship that you want, there's nothing to be afraid of. You don't have to fix yourself and be a big bunny of self-love. You don't have to be perfect in that in order to be in a relationship or have a relationship. But if you look at the reasons why you're in a relationship and are honest with yourself, you can actually change the dynamic in a very positive way and see the results of your own power to set the tone and the positivity for the relationship you want. So many people, and you know this as well as I do, so many people blame the other person for their lack of relationship or their unfulfillment in a relationship. Oh, there's no good guys in the world. Oh, girls just use you. Or, oh, my guy got lazy. Or, oh, my girl doesn't want to have sex anymore. These are excuses. When you project your unhappiness or your feelings of lack on the world, that's what you're going to see. You're going to look at the world with a lack mentality. You're going to see where the person or the relationship is not giving to you, that it's just unfulfilling and it's their fault. But if you take an honest assessment of what you're in a relationship for or what you're wanting in a relationship, and you look at, with honesty, your own level of manipulation or need for that relationship, you'll be able to shift that energy in a positive way and then see how much power you really have to create the dynamic that you want. So how do we do this? Well, the honest assessment. What am I in a relationship for? Is it because I'm afraid to be alone? Are there feelings that I haven't been dealing with all my life? Well, here's where I would suggest therapy or a life coach. If you have deep-seated wounds, you need therapy. And that is a super powerful resource that I highly recommend. If it's a little bit less tragic, you're less attached to your past issues with love, then I suggest a life coach. I'm a great life coach and I deal with the things of the heart. But then if you get the kind of coaching or the kind of therapy that deals with the stuff that you're kind of having a hard time dealing with on your own, it could really bring you up to a different level in achieving the kind of relationship and the love that you want to have. So the first thing you want to do is ask why. And if you need help in figuring out the whys, this is where therapy or life coaching would be very, very helpful. After that, as you're honest with who you are and your motives for why you're in a relationship, going on the journey to get to know yourself or shift that energy by releasing the attachment that you have to this relationship, by putting the focus more on yourself and what you can offer or how you want to contribute in a positive way to the relationship, can really, really shift and very quickly shift the dynamic of the relationship you're in, or shift the dynamic of the people you're attracting in your life. Now, I know I went a little deep and these videos are probably going to be a little bit longer, but I'm going to suggest that if you want to already see quickly, with quick results, how you can change a dynamic of a relationship that you're in, or the attraction of what you want to create in the dating world, then I suggest you start moving the focus on yourself and being honest with what you want in a relationship, why you want a relationship, and then making yourself the contributor to a relationship instead of the taker-awayer of the relationship. So, are you willing to take an honest assessment of yourself? Are you willing to take a look at the dynamic that you're in right now if you're in a relationship? And if it's less than fulfilling, being honest with what your contribution to this unfulfillment is? And if so, are you willing to shift the responsibility of someone else being the core of your happiness and turning it to yourself and you becoming your source of your own happiness? We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the series as we go along. But for today, I want to just ask you the question of why. Why are you in the relationship that you're in? Or why are you seeking a relationship? And in that honesty, are you willing to take a look at who you want to be and the kind of dynamic you want to create? If you'd like to share your thoughts or experiences or the why in your relationship and your desire for a relationship, I'd love to hear about it. Please share in the comment section below. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you subscribed here. So please do. I'm on YouTube. And if you also like this video and want to share it with your friends, I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well. Anyway, thank you for being in this space with me. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you see something beautiful and that the most beautiful thing you see today is you. I'll see you in the next video.